Let's see.
Hang on one sec, let me just,
Hang on, guys.
You okay with this?
Willie Wilson.
Okay.
Gary.
Forward. Okay. You're ready when you are.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna try to read out the teleprompter here. Okay. I want to try, Scott. Don't mess me up.
You give me a hand so that if you need it faster or slower, give me a hand.
Well, let's roll up a little bit. Let me see.
Okay.
Y'all hold 1 minute. Okay, I think that'll be a good feed right there.
Okay.
Okay. Are y'all know?
Everybody ready?
Roll.
Okay.
They're waiting on me now, Scott.
All right, you ready?
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Well, it's a good morning to everybody. I want to thank all of you all for coming out today. Cloudy day, storm weather. Pray for the people in the Bahamas and for those who in Florida who's leaving out of the state because of the hurricane. I want to talk about my raise for 2020, the United States Senate for the state of Illinois. Been asked an international businessman and a church-focused community leader. I have involved myself in this political agenda for over 10 years now. I've kept myself grounded in the community. And I know that in our state, people at all levels are hurting. I fought for economic opportunity and fairness for all citizens. Job creation are the most important issues that we must focus on today. And lack of opportunity for jobs and government contracts to grow, large business and local business and large business are an important issue. We must open and create pathways for our young people to find solid solutions for job opportunity and trade and international trade. As you know, over 80% of public high school graduates do not attend college today. Our next priority must be pension debt, especially in our large cities in our state. Businesses are taxed to the point where they can't grow to create jobs, and homeowners can't pay their taxes and raise their family because state and city government continue to nickel and dime all of us. As an international business person, I have an in-depth understanding of international trade and relationship and the balance of trade issues that we need to make American business opportunity, not taxing the businesses and crippling our businesses and citizens running hundreds of thousands of them out of the state. I want to continue to help the needy, the homeless, the working class citizen. As an independent Democrat, I want to go into the belly of the beast. The belly of the beast is Washington, D.C. I want to work, speak on behalf of all of our fellow citizens to get involved. Make sure to go and follow me on Willie Wilson Senate 2020.com. Thank you very much. I'll take any questions that someone may have to ask me.
What would you say are the major things that you feel the current Senator, Dick Durbin, has done wrong?
Well, one of the things that, a number of different things. The tax dollars for the state have not proportionally benefited all raised citizens of people in the state of Illinois, minorities, for example. We got crime in different communities, all right? The schools, things of that nature as well, all right? And not only that, it must be more focused on trying to be amenable to all its citizens. Case in point, I placed a call to him, did not receive a call back. I asked my congressman to contractor, he did. Commissioner Morton, he did. And 4 years ago, it didn't even respond back to me as well. So we need to be open to all its citizens. I would do it a little different. Everybody's important that pays taxes in the state of Illinois. I would reach out to the homeless, different nationalities. I reach out to the poor. I would even reach out to the homeless that is on the street of the city of Chicago and throughout our state. We would do those type of things. We must get involved with its citizens and make things go right. So I haven't seen nothing that Dick Durbin have done to reflect all of its citizens within the state of Illinois.
What makes you think, having garnered just 10% in the city of Chicago, that you stand a chance against the second most powerful Democrat in the Senate?
Well, you know, David took on Goliath. Goliath had a lot of fall. You know? I've used the same scenario. You know, look, I'm not going to be beholden to any party. You know, I'm here for the people. I know there's going to be a lot of money in this race. I do understand the significance of this, especially myself running as an independent Democrat. All right, it is important that the Democratic take back Congress and the Senate. It's the Senate right now. Let me say this too. I am not going to vote, nor will I ever vote again for President Trump.
Here.
So be clear on that. So the Democrats have no fear in terms of where I would be at in terms of Washington, D.C. I based the Democrat all my life. You know, the reason why I voted last time in a different way was because, you know, they three-strike outlaw, things of that nature. So I couldn't go that route there. But this president, right now, President Trump, have put the terrorist taxes on China, and its citizen is paying for it. You know, I think the estimates say that pretty much each family will have to pay an extra $1,000 a year. Now, how can that happen and people need to be taken care of? Our senior citizens, certain neighborhood in the city and state of Illinois, live out $3 a week for food. How are you going to take for that? All right. Our businesses is scrambling now and don't know what to do. You know, President Trump should know better than that. You know, there's other ways of doing things. You know, we got to earn our customer, we got to fight for it and everything, but I have no intention, nor will I, vote for President Trump again in my life.
Willie, when you said jobs, I'm assuming, although you're talking all of Illinois, running for the Senate, I'm assuming you're focusing in particular on the inner cities in Illinois and in Chicago on the south side, west side. When you ran for mayor, I think your focus was on this is a local issue to improve violence in Chicago, education in Chicago, jobs. Now, you're going to turn around and say it's not a local issue, now it's a federal issue? That seemed to be in contrast to what you just told us just a few months ago.
Well, let's put it this way. As a person who is running for U.S. Senate, and even when running for mayor, I was running for all of its citizens. But there are certain areas and certain population within our particular state, in this case here, as well as in the city of Chicago, that needed a lot of help. Today, for example, all right, we have to focus on all citizens. The U.S. Senate don't run just for black people. You run for all citizens. Let me give you another case in point about the dollars and which way they go. All right, look, right now we need to have reparation, you know, for people of African descent. How we get that? We got to work together and make this happen. It's been for the last since 1800 something, right? But at the same token is that we can't just focus on one person when you're running for the U.S. Senate representative. You got to help the people who all this violence is going on now. We have to stop the violence in the city that affect not only black people, but white people, you know, Asian American, and all of us. And so you got to solve and take care of those particular problem there. Look, if you can take care and support sanctuary city, why can't you support reparation? Where you gonna find the money from? How you found the money for that? All right? I'm saying that we gotta do something different in order that we can take and fix this violent problem in poverty. You know, if we don't focus on that segment over there, then we're hurting ourselves.
Well, do you support sanctuary cities?
I have no problem with sanctuary city personally, all right? But we can't leave out reparation and other people, all right? Look, all of us people are human beings. Like, okay, if I gotta go somewhere, then fine. I supported sanctuary city when I was running for mayor. I'm not saying I'm not supporting it. I'm just saying that if you can find the money to support sanctuary city, you can find the money to support reparation.
But do you, just one follow-up, do you think the citizens in the United States, and in Chicago and Illinois, should get some, especially low-income citizens, should get some priority over the illegal immigrants who are in Chicago? So if you give money in sanctuary cities to illegal immigrants, doesn't that mean there's less for the low-income African Americans you want to help?
Well, let me put it this way. First of all, in my bill that I presented, it was not about money, all right? It's about, right now, the African American is 36,000 a year, the average in Chicago. Hispanic 46,000, white is 81,000. So they're making, black is making now what white made 75 years ago, all right? So what I'm basically saying is let's create opportunities to trade. Let's create opportunity that you can go to city college, that you can create opportunity to go to the state of Illinois college and get some education. Let's create situation where a senior citizen don't have to live about $3 a week for food. You know, let's bring them all up. You know, regardless. So the Senate, the governor just last week said, well, the people in sanctuary city, the immigrants gonna have free education. Well, the real citizen, you see to me, it's citizen should be getting those opportunities as well. That's what I'm saying, so don't leave them out.
By speaking up for businesses and against taxes on businesses, do you find that there could be a conflict, at least in the voters' minds, for people who are working people who sometimes find themselves in conflict for businesses, whether it be unions or what kind of benefits they can get?
Well, if you don't have business, you don't have jobs, right? The United States is only like 5% of the world, roughly, population, right? We gotta protect our business. We gotta lower taxes, in my opinion, for business, so we can keep them in the state of Illinois and in the whole country, that is, to create jobs. Last year, we got 100,000 business left Illinois, and so no job. But right when the business left, the people had to leave too because of high taxes, right? If Indiana can do a good job in terms of its taxes and keep its citizens, if Texas can do the same thing, Tennessee, we'll Illinois. We should be better than that.
Well, did you support the Trump tax cuts?
I support the tax cuts.
The Trump tax cuts? You're
Yeah,
with them on
I
that.
don't, whether it's Trump or whether it's Humpty Dumpty, you know. Yeah, I support tax cut because tax cut keep business here and that create more jobs, you know. So I'm gonna always support tax cut, which is not, let me tell you this too. If you raise taxes and people say you raise taxes on business, it's a trickle down effect. It leads down to the consumer. So the consumer now goes to the store and pay more for gas, pay more for eggs, you know, grocery and things of that nature. So it's the same thing. Like taxes now, look how many people right now today, when they just raise taxes, they go over into Indiana and buy the gasoline, their food now, all right? You run more people out of the state, right across the border, and to buy their product, and that's what Indiana is benefiting from it, and Indiana ain't got no debit power like here.
Well, why vote as an independent? Are you trying to pull in Republican votes as well in this? Do you think you'll need them to unseat the senator?
Well, first of all, I've been a Democrat all my life, okay? How this thing got off track was just here. When I ran for president, as you know, in the last election, the Democratic Party, wouldn't let me get on the ballot in the state of Illinois. I'm sorry, not the Illinois, but Mississippi. It took a white Supreme Court to make the Democratic Party to let me go on the ballot. South Carolina, they wouldn't even let me on the stage. You know, in Iowa, they wouldn't even put me on the ballot. That's why I spent thousands and thousands of dollars. You know, right now I have a lawsuit against the Democratic Party, so it won't happen to nobody else. It's the judge's way to make a decision on that. All right. So and then I called the governor. I called the U.S. Senate. They won't even take my call to set up a meeting with them to try and help discuss issues. I do represent X amount of people in the city of Chicago and the state of Illinois from getting the vote for me.
Yes.
Right? But I cannot get the Democratic Party to sit down and talk with me. You know, so if they want to talk with me, what did I do? I run independent. They'll talk then. You know?
Are you counting on Republican votes then?
Anybody that vote for me, I welcome it. I welcome it. You know, like I say, whether you Republican or Democrat, I've never been a member of the Republican Party. I've always been a Democrat, but I welcome all, Republican as well as Democrat. I got no problem with Republicans because there have been things that I've gotten from the Republicans. For example, the Democratic Party would not even touch the law that we got passed to get those kids out of Cook County Jail, okay, and get a bill passed, all right? It was a Republican governor that got that bill passed for me, all right? I couldn't get it from the Democrat, okay? But we did get this much here. We got the Democratic state rep to introduce it, and the state senate to introduce it, but we had a Republican governor that took and signed that bill into law. I couldn't get it to a Republican. Right now, I can't even get in the office to talk to any governor in the state of Illinois or U.S. Senate right now.
Are you going to self-fund your campaign, or are you going to take donations? Will you bust the cap with a contribution to your own campaign?
So can you bust a cap now on this race? I mean, no. I mean, we did it in Chicago. I mean, look, it's gonna be millions of dollars, hundreds of millions of dollars against me in this thing. I understand that. But look, I'm going to accept donation, all right, from anybody who want to give it to me, all right. But I have sufficient enough to deal with what I have to do on my own money if necessary.
How much you expect to spend? Have to spend?
You know, I have no idea. I didn't expect. I think during the mayoral, I don't know what I spent there roughly. I guess a couple of million, whatever it may be, and somebody stated I think spent what, 10 million or something like that. Whatever it may be. You know, crazy number. All right. But see, it ain't so much the money. You know, it's getting in there working with the citizen, which is what I did. You know?
Go ahead. So since you supported Lori Lightfoot, do you expect her to come in and support you?
I support zero from the mayor to support me.
You expect zero? What?
A big zero.
You expect zero from the mayor?
Right.
Even though you supported her?
I
But you supported her. Why wouldn't she support you?
I'm unable to get a meeting with the mayor right now. I have no association with her or the office of the mayor of Chicago. I feel that I would use and I would not.
Why is that? Why wouldn't she meet with you now?
I have no idea. I really don't know. But so I don't expect any help from anybody but the Lord. But human beings don't have anybody. If you recall, when I ran for mayor, there was not one Democrat in Chicago, alderman, committeeman, nobody except for Attorney Davis that supported me. But we won all those particular wards.
Same thing here. So none of the black caucus in the city council will support you, you don't think?
I really don't know because, and I don't really hold them to it because let's face it, look, the white pretty much, and I'm not saying every black Democrat, okay, but the white pretty much control our black politicians, okay, you know that, you know, and I'm the only one that tell the truth, all right. They have to dance the way they say dance. If they say don't take 2 steps back and 2 steps forward, then that's what they're gonna do. You know, I mean, they're just gonna tap their feet. They say kick your feet. They're gonna do it like that. They say stop, they won't stop. Okay. So I don't want to put them in any type of situation uncomfortable. They got their families they have to take care of and do what they need to do. I don't wanna put them in anything. I would not ask anybody to support me. I go direct to the people, support me for the United States Senate. And I guarantee you now, Dick Durbin, the Democratic Party, that wouldn't call me, I guarantee they're gonna call me now. All right, if they don't, we'll see them in the race. So that's why I'm running as a independent Democrat, all right? Because the Democratic Party refused to talk to me, and everything. I've read out several times.
What's your position on TIF reform?
Tip reform?
Yeah.
Well, my position on that, it should reflect all the neighborhood, and without leaving anybody out. You know, those dollars have never focused into the crime. You know, I think we've been focused on the way. I would have loved the opportunity to be able to work with the mayor to help get guide and try to help put some input in there. You know. Now, having said that, if the mayor called me today, okay, I would definitely work with the mayor if she called me today and asked for my support. All right, because this thing ain't about Willie Wilson; it's about our citizens. You know.
Well, if the Democratic Party called you now and offered to make you a deal if you get out of the race, what would they have to give you? Is there anything they could give you to get you out of the race?
I don't. I'm not for sale.
Well, on issues, are there any issues they could say, here, we'll take this issue of yours, we'll support it? Is there anything like that to get you out of the race?
Right now, I'm in the race unless, if Jesus come down and tell me that. If Jesus come down and tell me,
Jesus, yeah.
yeah, I probably want somebody to get me out.
Jesus not a Democrat.
Yeah. So
He's a Democrat, Jesus.
I don't think he's a Democrat. You know, he don't have no. In heaven, they ain't got no party. It's the angel party, the Holy Spirit.
You're sure of that?
I'm very sure of that. All right.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
All right. Thank you guys. Thank y'all for coming very much.